My name is Jeffery Bowling. I am part of the ownership group at Touchstone Climbing, as well as part of the senior management team at Touchstone Climbing in the United States and California. I have been in the industry for 24 years. In the US, the trend towards climbing gyms seem to be, I think there's a diversification. There's a lot of bouldering gyms now, especially in urban areas, maybe more central in some of the hip urban areas. Uh, and there's bigger gyms going in some more urban areas, but I think we're also starting to see a lot of communities that maybe don't have rock climbing gyms, smaller communities of a couple 100,000 people starting to get their first rock climbing gyms, and those are maybe smaller gyms, but they're kind of new to the market. So I think we're seeing a little bit of everything in the US. I think climbing is very inclusive in the United States. I think one of the things that I've learned at WICS is that some of the European markets are still very much focused around outdoor climbing and about the already established climbing communities. Whereas in the United States, for many years now, we have been much more kind of inclusive of maybe non-outdoor climbers, and we create a lot of new climbers in our gyms, and we cater towards indoor climbing in a way that maybe some of the European markets still have not embraced. What I find most valuable about WICS is the ability to kind of connect to other gym operators in other parts of the world. Whereas I have a pretty good idea of what's going on in the US market, it's really interesting to learn what's going on in Austria or Germany or England or France or even some of the Asian markets. So that's something that's really unique about WICS. The future of climbing, I think, is very much uncertain at this point. I think that there's a lot of climbing is at a crossroads, and I think right now the next few years are going to make a pretty big impact on where climbing goes in the future.